Next, we'll discuss the costs of pre-K education programs. Across the nation, many states are experiencing effects from cuts to government funding programs. According to Wisconsin's Department of Public Instruction, in 2011, a budget was approved by the state's legislature and Republican Governor Scott Walker that provided $4.3 billion in general state aid for the fall school year. This $4.3 billion was a decrease of a whopping 8.4% from 2010. Now, in South Carolina, the Abbeville County School District in particular has been forced to make major cuts, including 50 certified programs, according to the superintendent. South Carolina's legislature helped relieve the effects of cuts in 2011 by overriding a series of vetoes by a certain Republican governor. This made it so that an additional $88 million would be given to the schools, according to South Carolina's Department of Education. Spending on public education in the 2010-2011 school year was also cut by $5.4 billion, courtesy of Texas's 82nd legislature. Along with cuts to pre-K education programs, the hardships that parents of pre-K children face are plentiful. Stephen Barnett, the director of the National Institute of Early Education Research, has said, access is actually lower for middle-income people than it is for people that are poor. This lack of affordable pre-K means that middle-class children lag behind children whose parents are wealthy enough to get them a spot or poor enough to obtain aid to get a spot. In New York City, for example, a certain school that a family applied to had 432 applicants for 36 seats. For New York City's public pre-K programs, there were 28,817 applications for 19,834 slots. There are other alternatives for pre-K like co-ops. In these co-ops, parents work together to create a school. Basically, the parents run the show. They take care of things like financing, running it, cleaning, and the administering. These co-ops can be complicated, expensive, and worst of all, illegal if certain things like permits and background checks are not completed. Now that we have discussed the trends related to pre-K education, the ultimate costs of the programs, and the difficulties parents of pre-K children experience, we hope that you take this information as an opportunity to raise awareness for the future generations.